What's up, rockers? Welcome to the first episode of It's Go Time, You Asshole, the slack-talking new podcast brought to you by your favorite metal band, Extinction A.D. Each week, me and the guys are going to sit down and discuss some of our favorite energy drinks. And while we're getting drunk on beer, we're going to talk about some stupid shit, whether it's aliens or music or movies or who knows where we're going to get into. Tune in and enjoy. Gentlemen, welcome. This is fun. First time the five of us have been in a room in a long time together.
Since the video.
So anyway, let's go down the line. Tom T. Hoodwood.
Hi, guys.
Michael, no nickname, Shalera, right in the middle. Ian, Susan Samaglia.
No comment.
And then Rick, the Raging Skull.
The one with the brain.
So this week, Rick was the guy who picked our drink. So Rick, if you could describe just a little bit what it is we're going to be drinking today.
We were in Europe, what was it, 2 summers ago? And we discovered a Red Bull flavor that did not exist in the United States of America. Beautiful white can with a little blue stripe up top. We said, what the shit is this? Sugar-free coconut Red Bull. Go back to the States, doesn't exist. Many moons pass. And then recently, in Target, several 12-packs. This guy was happy I sent you a picture SMS text message. It was like a sext.
Why wasn't it an iMessage?
The SMS is iMessage. It's international. That's what the I in iPhone stands for, is international. Like
yes.
Austin Powers, International Phone of Mystery. So I wanted to share with everybody, get all screwed up.
Son of a bitch. Well, I can't say that I personally am very excited. I fucking hate coconut. But we're going to give it a shot. All right, boys.
I like macaroons, so I'm thinking I'm
Hey.
gonna like this.
5 in the chamber.
It's go time, you
asshole.
asshole.
My team all
Eat it all over my face.
First sips.
Salud. You can't go. Jesus.
Rude.
I'm starving.
Let's do this. Tom, have you had this before?
I had it when we were in the United Kingdom of England.
First reaction.
This time,
Yeah.
this tastes like sunblock. This tastes like straight up sunscreen at the beach.
Michael, have you had this before?
This is actually my first taste, and on first taste, I do enjoy it, but I also got the taste of when you go into your grandmother's bathroom and the potpourri is everywhere. That's kind of what I got to start, but the flavor is good, and I like the flavor of coconut.
Ian, you've obviously had this before.
Yes.
So
As Sammy Hagar said, that's what dreams are made of.
So Rick, obviously you love it. What is it about this one that you like so much that you brought it today?
As Sammy Hagar says, I drink this, I can't drive 55. You know what it was? I liked it so much that every so often I would get a sugar coconut, and I will never drink sugar. It's disgusting.
The sugar was already here.
Yeah, sugar's been here, and you can get sugar 12 ounce. It's like every so often, hey, I'll do it, whatever. But it's not this.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing. And not everybody has a grandma, so sometimes I want to drink a grandma.
I was wondering what the fuck you were talking about. I remember I made that.
Yes,
joke.
it was your own joke. I generally don't like the sugar-free ones because I hate the taste of fake sugar. And I expected to think that this was just vile. It's honestly not that bad.
How far are you?
I mean, I've had maybe 3 sips.
I'm gonna be done.
How
Make
far are
it 4.
you? Are you guys slamming? Are we going?
I mean, I'm ripping through this because it actually.
Well,
tastes
hey,
good. I
well,
like
there's
it.
no need. Well, if you want to rip, you can rip. If you want to sip, you can sip.
Well, I wanna
That's
get
all.
fired
we have,
up with my
we
friends.
have more.
It's interesting. I would consider getting this one again. I think it's the berry that saves it for me. It's not overwhelmingly coconut.
You like burr, but not nut.
So while we're all ripping and sipping, we're going to enter the slack talking portion of the show. Slack talk. Lightning
Yeah,
bolt.
yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have been following the news at all, but apparently very soon the U.S. government's going to have to release all of its information on extraterrestrials.
You're psyched. You're psyched.
Oh,
You are so psyched.
I've been planning this for days. So, Tom, do aliens exist?
Yeah.
Scuzz,
Oh yeah.
Ian,
Yes.
Rick.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so this is going to get to where I wanted to go. There's this thing that's called the Fermi paradox. And what the Fermi paradox is it says if there is all of this great chances and percentages that there is extraterrestrial life, why the hell have we never met them before?
why has human life not made contact with something off of the Earth? Tom, do you think that either we are the most intelligent life in the universe, or are we not intelligent enough to be contacted yet?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the latter. Why the fuck do they care about us?
Scuzz.
I agree. I definitely think it's the latter. You look at a bunch of ants, you kind of just leave them be because why bother? You know, especially now, looking at the human race just eating itself alive. It's like these assholes fuck themselves.
Right, you wouldn't bring a chimpanzee to college now, would you?
Well, I mean, I'm staying next to this guy, so how advanced can we be?
Slam. I go with the Star Trek type of theory, where they won't contact civilizations that don't already have space travel outside of their,
Right.
solar system, the whole light speed deal. And I mean, that is so logical. You don't want to interfere if you're... I mean, we know this from our human existence here. Whenever somebody interferes with, I don't want to say third world nation, a developed nation or an underdeveloped nation, and you think you're doing good for them, you're screwing up their natural development. What about people who think aliens have been here already, and that's how our technology has advanced?
That's my dad.
Your dad thinks that?
Yeah, dude.
No shit.
He's
I kind of don't
ancient
disagree with
aliens
it,
guy.
in all honesty.
Then why have we advanced so slowly though?
We have not. What? Look,
If we're talking about compared to alien beings that are trying.
No. Not saying
don't
that
know
they are doing everything, but say like in the 30s or 40s, they said, "Hey, here's this little, fucking microscopic chipular." Now all of a sudden, we have everything you ever wanted 12 or 20 years ago in your house that took up your whole house.
This is
in your motherfucking phone.
my dad goes. We talk about aliens a lot, and my dad goes, "Man, you don't understand. They show on the pyramids. It's etched into the pyramids. They have spaceships, and there's aliens, and they're driving.
Oh,
who do you think made them, man?"
I've seen Stargate too. I totally get it. Speaking of aliens, Entor. I don't know if anybody was up. I think it was Indiana. Remember when I was freaking out during one overnight drive because I don't think I knew what we were driving into when it was the windmill farm and there was red lights.
in Kentucky.
And I was like, yo, did anybody else see these lights? And it was for like 30 minutes and they were still small. And for 30 minutes they were just tiny, but they were as far as the eye could see in both directions. And I was like, oh, that's whatever. Like maybe an airport, maybe this. And they wouldn't get any bigger. And I'm like, all right, they're still there. It's kind of cool. Everyone's asleep. I'm driving. And they're still fucking there and not getting any bigger. And I'm freaking the fuck out at this point. And I'm like, does anybody else see what the hell I'm seeing right now? And then finally, an hour later,
I think I sat up.
And I'm just like, holy shit, I've never seen so many windmills in my entire goddamn life.
I remember sitting up.
Evidently windmills.
Guess you've never been to a soldier show.
Oh, I'm in a meow. That's a good one.
Hey, do you guys ever hallucinate when you're driving for a long time?
Oh yeah.
There was
Stories for that.
one time Scuzz did an overnight and we ended up
New Orleans. You talking about?
No, it was like
I don't do that, I swear.
we arrive somewhere, it's like Mesa or Phoenix, and we arrive at like 9 o'clock in the morning and you park and I sat up on the bench, you went, "Pete," and I was like, yeah, you're like, "You just ran across the hood of the van," and I was like, "You're driving still?" I was like, "You've been driving like that with the sun up for the last like 2 hours?" Like,
Yeah,
dude,
that
you
was-
have to tell someone.
I love it, but it's not safe.
Oh,
It's
I
terrifying.
get into it. Like when you guys are all sleeping like little babies. First of all, I take pictures of you guys a lot too. I have a lot of pictures. But like I'll go deep into some hallucinations where I'm like pushing it and I push it a little further and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's definitely a hallucination. And I'm start like, what is it though? And like I'm like so fucked up. Like
I remember the first tour that I did, overnight drive, and same thing. You just think you see fucking Tom DeLonge running across the New York Thruway, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you go,
hallucinating
"Yo,
in New York."
I just had a fucking dream." I was like, "Ed Lee, you want to drive?"
Yeah. Anyone, please?
I hate quitting though. I hate being like, yo,
I need someone to take because I feel like I'm just letting the whole team down.
So I just take pictures of you guys instead.
Just be
so
like Travis
funny.
and tap out after 45 minutes.
I wasn't driving, but I remember there was
Of course you
Oh.
weren't.
on an overnight drive. We pulled over to a gas station once, and I was in the passenger seat, and I fell asleep, and I was dreaming about going into the gas station and taking a piss. And then I woke up and was like, oh shit, I gotta take a piss.
But then she's like, "Oh, I got food."
This is a portion of the show we call runks or sunks. So, I want you to tell me if you think it runks, it sunks, and then give me a score between 1 and 10. You can use decimal points if you really must.
Okay. I'm gonna say it sunks. My battleship. Mm-hmm. I don't like it, man.
So, what's your
I'm sorry.
It's
It's a fucking 2.
Cool.
I don't like it.
2.0? All
No,
right.
no. Okay, a 3.
Three?
I'm thinking about the worst.
Michael, runks or sunks?
I'm going to go ahead and say it runks because I'm not a big Red Bull fan, but out of all the flavors, if you were to hand me this one, I'd be psyched. And I enjoy the flavor.
What rating? 1 to 10?
I'm going to go
You could do.
I'm going to go 6.7.
Okay. It's a D plus.
This bad boy, this bad mamma jamma, hard runks. I'm gonna give it a solid. See, the classic full sugar version for me is a 10 out of 10. This one, it comes very close, but I'm gonna have to give it.
Rick is just disgusted with you.
I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10.
All right. Rick.
Obviously,
You're
I'm
just so
biased
mad right
Yeah.
because I chose it. 9.5. It cuts class. Still gets an A. Studies? No. Doesn't need to. Can't drive 55. You open this. There's no scrump factor at all. I know this from experience. I just had 2.
You drank both of them?
7.5 seconds is how long it
How
took me
much?
to drink it.
Do you think the sugar is what is the scrumpinator?
I do think the sugar
steady right
is
now?
this. No. I'm
Yeah, you're fucked up.
I'm awakening
Dude. You're fucked
right now.
Yeah.
You're drunk as fuck.
Seeing
And
through the
it's
third eye?
The best.
Is this your favorite energy drink ever?
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. It is number 2 of all time.
Wow. Okay. Don't tell us what 1 is. We're going to get there when
You
it's
have
your
to pay for that.
Yeah, right?
It'll cost you extra.
That's on the Patreon version of the pod. I'm going to go with a runks, but I'm going to give it a 5.5. So this thing's just passing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm with you.
No, man.
I'm curious to try the sugar full one.
That's for fucking wimps, dude.
What? White sugar? Sugar is for men with big dicks.
Nah, man. That's just for fucking. You're a slave to the grind, dude.
I would, even though I gave this a low passing grade, I would consider getting this again. But I don't think this might be the second best Red Bull flavor.
You know what? I am very happy to share this with you guys.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
I appreciate you bringing these.
Yeah, thanks,
I
man.
might buy them.
But I fucking had
Sharing
it
is
before.
caring.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Who wants to go for next episode? Tom, you seem
Me.
like you. Okay, fine.
Me.
Me. Before we bounce, Extinction A.D. What's going on? What's coming up? What's cooking? What's rumbling?
Just finished the new 4-song EP. When it will be released is we will announce in due time.
Gonna be soon. Is it? It's pretty soon.
It's in the foreseeable future.
Cool.
And it's going to be sick. And we have a new video.
And we've been
Yeah.
practicing.
Who
as
did
a
that video?
band
Oh,
all
God.
together. Pete made us a new
I did
video,
that video.
which will also be coming out soon.
But today, when we're recording this, our first show back has finally been announced, July 25th.
Fuck
Amityville Music Hall with Electrocutioner, their first show, which is the most insane band name that I've heard
That's so
in
cool.
a week
The
and a half.
logo rocks.
Yeah.
Accelerator and Charm from Texas. So that's
Cool.
going to be rad. Psyched as hell.
Very cool.
Headbanging.
Make sure you follow the band on Instagram and Twitter at Extinction AD. Go to our Facebook at Extinction AD.
And go to the fucking gym.
Let's go die, USA!
You've been listening to the Stiff Shots Podcast Network. Go!